The Safe Humanity Advocacy Center has cautioned Amnesty International and other non-governmental organizations in the country against attempts to distract and undermine the troops on the front line. According to the center, the allegation of excessive use of force by the security agencies in the southeast is another scheme targeted at damping the morale of security personnel, helping to restore sanity across the country. The group made this known at a press conference on Monday in Abuja to address the systematic attack on the armed forces' effort in addressing the security challenges in the country. Comrade Paul Ikeado, the executive director of the group, said the rights groups have consistently displayed deep-seated anger against the security agencies in Nigeria for inexplicable reasons.
Amnesty International and its destructive tendencies. The leadership of the Safe Humanity Advocacy Center warmly welcome you all to this press conference put together to put issues in proper perspective with regards to the recent press statement credited to Amnesty International on the excessive use of force by security operatives in the southeast Nigeria. Amnesty International has consistently displayed deep-seated anger. This act is worrisome because whenever the security agencies are recording gains in the fight against insurgencies and other acts of criminalities, Amnesty International would come up with a trumped-up allegation that aimed to cause a distraction for the security agencies. The recent press statement alleged that the security agencies employed excessive force in southeast Nigeria. This is an example of an ignoble role of Amnesty International in fostering conflict in Nigeria. This trend has in time past given insurgents or other criminal elements the impetus to further carry out deadly attacks on innocent Nigerians, including women and children in the northeast Nigeria and other parts of the country. The Save Humanity Advocacy Center frowned at such disposition for an organization that claims to be advocating for respect for human rights across the globe, whereas it has been covertly providing intellectual support to terrorist groups and fueling conflict in the country where they operate. This recent case is indeed an assault on the sensibility of Nigeria and a systematic attack on the armed forces' effort in addressing the security challenges in the country. This indeed is condemnable and an act of terrorism in itself. The Safe Humanity Advocacy Center is indeed alarmed and that the Amnesty International could issue such a statement accusing the armed forces of using excessive force in its operation to rid southeast Nigerians of criminal elements. The tactic support of the Eastern Security Network by Amnesty International leaves a lot to the imagination in the sense that they have either by commission or omission refused to condemn the atrocities perpetrated by this group of armed militia group, whose activities have resulted to arson, looting, and destruction of government infrastructures in some states in the southeast Nigeria. The nation is quick to assert human rights violation and crime under international law in Anambra, Imo, Ebonyi, and Abia State from January 2021. But it is blind to the burning down of police stations, courts, killing of security agents, and attack on government properties by members of the Eastern Security Network. This is indeed condemnable and a reason for the generality of Nigerians to see through a veiled deceit in the activities of the Amnesty International in Nigeria over the years. The Save Humanity Advocacy Center viewed the statement of Amnesty International as a deliberate and too much of a coincidence in its constant criticisms of the armed forces, especially in times when gains are recorded in the prosecution of the war against crime and criminality in Nigeria. It is thus succinct to state that enough is enough for Amnesty International and their conspirators in Nigeria, for we shall no longer tolerate any act of sabotage. The Save Humanity Advocacy Center indeed stands with the renewed effort of the security agencies in addressing the security challenges in Southeast and Nigeria at large, especially when the terrorists, bandits, and other criminal elements are already feeling the heat. We consequently charge the leadership of the various security agencies in the country to continue to give the best in its critical point of our existence by not succumbing to the cheap blackmail perpetrated by Amnesty International and their sponsors. The Save Humanity Advocacy Center also encourages those patriotic and dedicated security operatives in the line of duty to continue to render selfless services to the country by not being distracted by the disjointed narrative of Amnesty International that aim to give support to terrorists and militant groups in the country. The Save Humanity Advocacy Center wishes to use this medium to advise Amnesty International to be circumspect in its public outing and retrace its step by calling a spade and not taking side with terrorists and criminal groups under the guise of human rights advocates. This era of masquerading as human rights advocates is gone, and Nigeria are now aware of the antics and more committed to resisting their shenanigans. The Save Humanity Center extends its appreciation to all present. It wishes to pledge its unalloyed support to the security agencies in their noble effort at the ridding country of terrorists and criminal elements. Thank you all, and God bless Nigeria.